Welcome to the high seas world of Kraken Skulls, a swashbuckling game of dice and danger. My name's Nick, I'm one of the co-founders of Chris Couch Games, and I am so excited to tell you how to play Kraken Skulls, our debut game coming to Kickstarter this summer. Let's set up the play area. Shuffle the location cards and place 6 of them out in a circle. Flip over every other location to reveal the port cards for the game. There are 15 different ports, each with their own unique minigame to add tons of replayable fun. There are over 20 minigames in Kraken Skulls, most of which you'll play at ports in open water. There are also some located on the deck, such as these 3. We actually suggest that you play your first game without these. Each player chooses a ship and places it on a starting location. They'll take the matching navigation die and 2 battle dice to start. Place the dread tracker in the center and each player's token below the card. Place the Kraken on an unoccupied open water location. Place the Navy near the number 3 slot on the tracker or close by. Shuffle the supply cards and deal each player 2 cards. Place the deck in the center of the table. Keep the remaining battle dice and Kraken dice nearby. You will need those throughout the game. So now you're ready to play. The first player to 6 dread will be crowned ruler of the seas. You win dread by winning dice battles throughout the game. Gameplay consists of 2 phases, the navigation phase and the action phase. In the action phase, you'll either battle or pillage, depending on if you're alone on the location or not, but more on that later. You will notice that cards have an icon in the top left corner. That lets you know in which phase the card can be played. Let's start with the navigation phase. To start a turn, each player chooses a direction to sail using their navigation die. They can choose clockwise, counterclockwise, or they can anchor down. Players reveal their choice at the same time and sail their ship. The Kraken then migrates clockwise to the next open water location. Kraken does this every turn, so keep that in mind as you navigate the seas. The Navy enters the game once a player has reached 3 dread, and that player gets to choose on which port location the Navy starts. If the Navy is in the game, flip the Navy coin to see which direction they patrol, and send them in that direction to the next port location. Now is the time to play any card that has the navigation icon. Send another player the opposite direction, help yourself avoid the Kraken or Navy, or get yourself out of a jam. Once all players have finished sailing, the navigation phase is over, and then you will determine what type of pirate you are. Let me explain. If you're on a location with another pirate, you are now rival pirates, and you will battle each other in a dice minigame unique to that location. If you are in open water with the Kraken, all players in that location become gutsy pirates and battle the creature of the deep. If you are at a port with the Navy, all players in that location become captured pirates and must try to escape instead of battling each other. If you are alone in a location, you are a lone pirate. You'll perform one of 3 pillage actions. But let's go into battles in more detail first. Rival pirates battle for supremacy at port and on the high seas. Open water battles challenge pirates to amass cannons to overwhelm their opponents, rolling their battle dice 3 times. Battles at ports require more cunning and strategy in one of 15 unique minigames. If you win your battle, you get 1 dread and draw 2 supply cards. If you lose, you draw 1 card and discard 1 card. If there are 3 or more players at a port, you will skip the minigame and have a sword fight, rolling your battle dice for 3 rounds, hoping to score the most swords. If you're facing the mighty Kraken, it's your cannons and swords against the Kraken's tentacles for 3 rounds. Use the Kraken battle scorecard to help keep track of your score after each round. Beware, the Kraken can attack with the double tentacle for twice the damage. However, if you see a crossbones, Lady Luck was on your side, and it's a miss for the Kraken for that die. You will team up with any other players on open water with you, and you will roll all your dice together against the Kraken. Your final score will determine how you fared in battle, and you will reap the rewards or suffer the consequences. Captured pirates must escape the Navy before their loot is seized. The Navy assigns more guards to more notorious pirates, so each captured pirate must roll a single die equal to or greater than their current dread in order to successfully escape. But you can bribe the Navy with 1 treasure to escape without rolling. Any players unsuccessful in escaping must discard 2 cards or all of their known treasure. More on that soon. Make sure to play cards with the battle icon to help mitigate your and your opponent's dice rolls to give yourself an advantage. Now, if you are the only player at a location, you are a lone pirate and you get to pillage. You'll either plunder, bury, or dig. If you plunder, you'll draw one supply card from the deck. If you bury, you will hide one supply card under your current location and draw 2 cards. Only supply cards with this symbol can be buried. If you dig, you will pick up all the buried cards in your location and add them to your hand. If they have dig effects, you must resolve the card with the highest number before moving on to the next turn. But if you dig up treasure, you will place that card in front of you and it becomes known treasure. Known treasure has a +1 value and cannot be stolen from you. Just discard it if you don't escape the Navy. So, let's say you dig up Decoy Map and Fool's Gold. You add Decoy Map to your hand, but must resolve and discard Fool's Gold. Its dig effect is drawing 1 card, then discarding 2 cards. Once you've completed that, your turn is over. One of the key things you can do in Kraken Skulls is upgrade your ship. At any time, on any location, you can discard supply cards worth at least 4 treasure to take an additional battle die, giving you a permanent advantage in future battles. At the end of each turn, you must discard down to 7 cards, and then start a new turn with the navigation phase. If you ever end your turn with no cards in your hand, draw 1 card before starting your next turn. If you're playing with 5 players, the extra battle dice are first come first serve, so not every player will get to the max of 4. If you're playing the 2-player variant, you will control 2 ships on your journey to victory, with other modified rules explained in the rulebook. Be sure to check out the rulebook for your pirate legend, explaining all the icons in the game, more details on gameplay, and answers to common questions you might have. Looking for more ways to play? Maybe a more difficult voyage? You can play any of the game modes in Kraken Skulls for a new challenge, including Rough Waters, which packs a wallop. So now you're ready to play. Do you have what it takes to be crowned ruler of the seas? Gather your crew, roll your dice, and set sail for adventure on the hectic waters of Kraken Skulls.